So we're on the Jewish paper, the third paper in our RE GCSE now, and we are looking at an 8-mark question about the Messiah. And this one simply says, explain different Jewish beliefs about the Messiah. 8-mark question, typically we're looking for 3 paragraphs, if we can, a couple of sources of evidence, wisdom and authority. Let's see what we can do. So first of all, I'm going to do a bit of a generic paragraph. So many Jews believe in the coming of a Messiah. A future leader chosen by God. Let's explain what the Messiah is. A future leader chosen by God to bring peace and justice. Then, the term Messiah, let's actually say what the word Messiah means. The term Messiah means anointed one. If you had time, you could say it comes from the Hebrew Messiah, but it means anointed one. And some traditional beliefs, because it says different Jewish beliefs. Traditional beliefs include, and this is where we get some evidence in, the Messiah will be descended, I can't spell Messiah, look, will be descended from King David. Prophet Jeremiah talks about that. The Messiah will be descended from King David. Jeremiah also states, now you don't have to put this level of evidence in, this is a lot of evidence just to really consolidate my marks. He will reign as king and prosper. It's worth having a few Messiah quotes in your bank of quotes though, because it's useful also for Jewish beliefs in the afterlife. So he shall reign as king and prosper. These beliefs, let's really link it back to today. These beliefs reflect the hope of a messianic age. Let's throw these beliefs in, where the temple in Jerusalem is rebuilt. And Jews are gathered back in Israel. Now there's a lot going on in that one, but I'm going to keep going because I want them to put in a specific Orthodox view. So Orthodox Jews hold a literal belief, believing the Messiah is a real man. So it's a proper human. The Messiah is a real man sent by God to fulfill specific tasks. Specific tasks. This is in part down to, here's your source of evidence, Maimonides' 13 Principles of Faith. With the 12th stating belief in the arrival of the Messiah. The Messiah. What does that mean for Orthodox Jews today? Well, this encourages Orthodox Jews Let's move our paper up, look. To live righteously and follow the mitzvot. Now, I could theoretically stop there. We have got quite a lot of information, but as we always say, we quite like a third paragraph when we're doing these questions to really hit those marks. And I have got a different belief on the Messiah. In contrast, Reform Jews generally reject the idea of a personal Messiah. So Reform Jews aren't really specifically waiting for one person. I still can't spell Messiah today, look. Instead, they believe in a messianic age. In a messianic age, a future time of peace and harmony brought about through collective human effort. So everybody working together. Collective human effort. This is known, I'm going to use a key term, this is known as Tikkun Olam, which means heal the world. So today, Reform Jews often focus on social justice and community action. And community action. Now, in that last paragraph as well, I could have used Prophet Micah, where he says nation will not take up sword against nation when he's talking about the Messiah. And the idea is it's not just saying one man's going to bring peace, it's using the word nation, implying everyone is responsible for bringing peace. So we've got, just to summarise, a generic view at the top with the Messiah will be descended from King David, Prophet Jeremiah, he'll reign as king and prosper. A slightly more detailed explanation from Orthodox Judaism, a literal belief in the Messiah, owing to Maimonides' 13 principles of faith. And then finally, in contrast, in Reform Judaism, this idea that it could be everyone healing the world, Tikkun Olam, that brings about a messianic age. 8-mark question, but equally those points would all work perfectly for a 15-mark question. And we do have another video on that. We'll put a link at the end for you.